How everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to show you how I'm getting some of my voiceover work done on my characters when I'm making these creations, right? So basically we're going to jump into ElevenLabs. That's an AI text to speech thing, and I've only been doing it for, this is the first month. And this is the layout. You can see how this is looking right here. I'm not going to be making this no overview video where I go into every breakdown of what ElevenLabs can do, because I don't even know that. I'm just basically showing y'all what I'm using it for, right? So y'all gonna see what I'm doing with it, and you're gonna make that work, right? And if you want to look at more research, you can go to ElevenLabs and find that out. And just letting y'all know too, they are not like sponsoring or anything in this video. I'm just like a regular independent, and I'm just finding tools that I like to use, and I'm sharing it with y'all. So let's jump right in here. So we have this right here that's basically the speech synthesis, right? This is where you can find characters. If we go to the settings, we got Michael if we want to hear how he sounds.
Trust yourself. You know more than you think you do.
A character that y'all probably heard in one of my animations.
I'd rather regret the things that I have done than the things that I have not done.
All right, another one that you've probably seen in one of my recent videos, or at least you heard this voice.
Ideas are the beginning points of all fortunes.
So for the most part, you have a list of names you can be able to look through and you can test them out. Now, when it comes to it, let's really jump into let's just go into does this cost money? What are we talking about? Because, you know, it's a lot of AI text to speech things that a lot of people are looking into. And why is this one great? Why is it, you know what I mean? What's bad about it? What's the deal? So I'm going to basically jump right into pricing. So the good thing is they have a free one. The free one, you can see the picture, pause the video, and see everything that's on there. But for the most part, this is the main thing you need to know. You got 10,000 characters per month. So this is dealing with when you're typing out words and all of that kind of stuff. 10,000 characters per month, depending on what you're doing. You could be taking this stuff into Instagram and putting up, you know, motivational quotes and then having the characters read, meaning that you're just typing this stuff in, and then you can have, you know what I mean, the voice going over there. But what I'm using is, this. That's why I say cancel subscription. I'm using the first month, 80% off, $1. That's basically what I paid. And it's a monthly thing, so you can be able to cancel and kind of start up however you want to do it. After the first month, I'm looking at $5. So I get 30,000 characters. You have this thing where it's create up to 10 custom voices. I haven't really been creating up to character or custom voices, but you do have that option, so that's a great thing. Now let's just go in a little bit of what they have in here, right? So you have those characters voices that I mentioned that you get to look into. Then they also have a voice library if you have people from the community. So you can go through and say, okay, Paula, let's see how she sounds.
Failure doesn't mean you are a failure.
Right.
Doesn't mean
So
you are a failure.
you have that. You can look at Scott.
The beginning of knowledge is the discovery of something we do not understand.
And then you can add that to the voice lab if you like that one. You can be like, you know what, I like that. Let's go to middle age. You can change it if you want to. We can add voice. All right, we are finished there. So if we go to our voice lab, we can see some of these voices that I've added that you can go through and click use, and then you start basically going back through that whole creative process where it gets you back here. So when you're here, what are you doing here, right? So you got our text. You type in what you want the character to say. So I might have them say, you know what I mean? Give me, let's see how things are going. Right? So if I do that, now remember, if you're using the free subscription in a sense, that you have 10,000 characters per month, you can find whatever your quota remaining is per month down here in this little thing. You see what I'm kind of hovering over. And right now I'm at 37,000 because I got my first month, but I think that they carried things over. The free one, and then I went and I did a free one for like a day or two, and then I jumped in and got the paid the dollar and got the full 30,000. So I think they added that on there. But once you type in your text, you find the character that you want. You also have voice settings. I'm going to show y'all that after I generate this. So now it says, let's see how things are going. And then I hit generate.
Let's see how things are going.
Now, you have that. If we go to voice settings, we can actually adjust these down. This is stability right here. If you look on here, it'll let you know what it does. Basically, increased variability can make speech more expressive with output, blah, blah, blah. And that means more variable, and this is more stable. So if we pull this down, we're going to have is leaning toward the more variable. Now we have underneath that, we have clarity and similarity enhancements. We have low. Low values are recommended if background artifacts are present. High, that's if not, if you have other different type of noises. But from there, if I hit generate, now remember, every time you click generate, you are losing characters. So I'm doing this for y'all. You know what I mean? I'm losing some of my monthly things to show y'all something, right? So if I hit generate,
Let's see how things are going.
all right. Now, if we want pauses, they also have things in there where you can be able to like inner prompts. And it's not really inner prompts, I would say, but that's what they're calling it. But it definitely is just like when you're writing a book or you're writing a story. If you want to add emotion to certain things that you can do in this program to be able to show those kind of spacings. So let's say, for instance, you can add dashes. And this is if you wanted to have kind of a pause. Now, just know with different character voices, like I got Michael up here, some of these things work. Sometimes it don't work. I only been messing around with this for like 2 weeks. So when it comes about 2.5 weeks. So when it comes to that, it's a hit or miss. That's what I've seen. So let's see how things, and then let's do another, are going. Now, if I put that in there, those are dashes, so it should be kind of pause or breaks. Let's see how this sounds.
Let's see how things are going.
So you heard a little bit at the beginning. All right. Also, you have your period breaks. And that sounds a little weird, but y'all know what I'm saying. Let's see. So if I put 3 there, and then we have this. This is what I've been using for most of mine. So if I hit generate.
Let's see how things are going.
Now you heard how the voice changed, so you're starting to add certain emotions and things to it. They also have things, I haven't used them, but they also have things in there like you can put like parentheses, yell. You know what I mean? So it's like he's yelling. You know what I mean? And then you put parentheses in there first, like if I said yell, and then let's say I go through here, right? But we did something like this. Now we're going to see if this works. But I put yell. So this can mean that the character should yell for a let's see.
Yell. Let's see how things are going.
Now, you definitely getting a different a variety. I'm not saying that that's good or bad. I'm not saying that that worked. That to me was a kind of a miss, but at the same time, you have different characters, and when you start putting those prompts in, you can get certain things in there. I haven't really got fully dialed into that. Like I said, I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I'm really using this because when it comes to me creating kind of short stories, I'm trying to do them on a fast. Like I'm making 1 or 2 a week or whatnot. And if I'm doing that and creating things, I'm not necessarily reaching out to hire voice actors sometimes when it comes to that. I do that for some of my works, but for the most part, what I do for little short, quick things that I'm just trying to kind of feed the world, it's pretty much me talking, and I'm going through taking that through Premiere and using my voice and adding like a pitch shift and different variable things on there and like filters to try to make my voice sound different, and it's me talking to me. But I want to kind of change that up. If I had a female voice, I would have my wife, right? So ultimately, this is another tool to really kind of dial things in. And really, is it 100%? Hell nah. But how good is it? It's pretty damn good in my, as far as doing your adjustments. You can really make some good things happen with it. I recommend this thing if you're trying to get out there and create and make something, and it's kind of like you just your own small independent. You can take some of these voiceovers and then put them onto your characters in iClone, or you can just take them straight into Unreal Engine or in your editing thing. Let's just say, for instance, you like what you did, right? So I wrote yell. Let's see how things are going. If I press play, this little bottom thing right here,
Let's see how things are going.
Now I can go through and download that now. So that's mine. I can go over there and use it. When it comes to paying that $1 for the first month and then $5 after that, you're definitely going to be having the commercial license where you could be able to use this commercial license included. I know for here, for the free one, attribution to ElevenLabs is required. So you basically got to, give props. But I'm pretty sure if you look into this, they can kind of dial in if you go through their pages and all of that goodness. But I just wanted to make this quick video. I don't know how quick it is. I've probably been talking my little ass off and shit. And this is just a little bit of overview of things that I'm using. So hopefully it works for you. I hope you enjoy it. And like always, get out there, keep creating, and I'll talk to you later.